Okay, how's everybody doing again? My name is Kent, the channel is EOS San Diego. And if you saw a video just a little bit ago, it's the one I did earlier tonight because I didn't do one last night. So I'm doing two tonight. This is the first one. The first one I already did, and this is the second one. So anyway, my name is Kent, the channel is EOS San Diego. We are the home of the challenge application, downloadable both in Google Play and the Android, and also the Apple version in the Apple App Store. So anyway, take a look at that. Application's built, it's up and running, it's transparent. You can go to Challenge You, CHALLENGEYOU, and you can watch it on a Block Explorer, see every transaction that's done, every transaction that's made. We have built this application, we're running, and it is running on the blockchain. This is the time. We're in post 2017 days, so things need to be built. You can't just write a white paper and get people to get excited. You have to actually go out there and build the thing. And of course, we're one of the few applications that has been built and is up and running. And of course, a lot of people hold a lot of tokens. So if you're holding some of those challenge tokens, hopefully they become very valuable very soon. And we appreciate your support because we put a lot of work and a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort in this. And we're hoping a lot of people do very well with this challenge application. You use it, and it's something that gets a lot of usage, because usage is what it's going to what's going to drive these token prices, and that's what we're hoping to get. Lots of users. That's going to be the key to the future of this. The other thing I want to talk about tonight is I want to talk about Block One opening an office in Arlington, Virginia. And of course, Arlington, Virginia, if you look it up on a map, is very close to Washington, D.C. Of course, that Washington, D.C. is the national capital for the United States. So they're getting very close to where the epicenter of government takes place, which is probably a good idea for Block One. I know Dan Lammer's from Blacksburg, Virginia, which is a little bit down in the state from Arlington, but he's from that state. So he's still within the state and wants to be close to the capital, so they moved up. And I think they got a little bit of money from the Virginia state of Virginia for this. I think it was a few $600,000–$700,000. I think they're going to invest $10 million. I think I read we're going to be 170 jobs created. So Block One is getting close to the national capital, which is the epicenter of where laws and regulations are created in the United States of America. Hopefully, by being that close, they get some political insight, some political pull, maybe some political favor for being that close. And of course, when their offices are so close to Washington, D.C., it helps them out. So I'm thinking that Block One is going to do very well being that close to Washington, and hopefully it translates into more success for EOS and Block One and the blockchain, and gets more acceptance for them. So because they're not out in long distances away, they're right there in the epicenter where all the laws and regulations take place. And the other thing I want to talk about tonight is, of course, we are developers. We have completed the challenge application. If you're interested in doing an application and you want to do what we did, you want to do an airdrop, you want to have it in an app store, you want to have it in Google Play, and you want to have it on the blockchain, we'd be happy to help you out. So we're available. I'm available to help you, and so is our team. So if you haven't done this and you're wanting to do this, come see us. We'll help you out. We've gone through it. We've done all the things that needed to be done. Like I said the other night, very few applications in blockchain have made it through the App Store, the Apple App Store. They're very, very tough on this thing. We have gone through the entire process of doing it. I know how it's done. I've talked to Apple. I got the contact numbers, the people to talk to that are the people that make the decisions of whether your app is accepted or not, what you need to do, what you need to tell Apple, what you need to say to Apple, how you need to present it, what it can say and what it can't say. It has to be very, very specific, believe me. We had maybe 10 submissions before we finally got it actually approved. And we thought we'd get approved on the very first try. And we got approved, and we never got approved. We got denied. And they kept denying us with the same circular, basically it was just like it was the typical spit mode thing where you got denied and it said the same thing as it said the previous time you got denied. So you resubmitted, changed whatever it was they wanted to change, still got denied, and got the same denials you got before. So we went through about 10 submissions before we finally got it accepted. And the only way we got it accepted is I had to actually get a contact number for Apple, for the App Store, for the people that are actually making the decisions. And that took about 2 weeks for me to get the number and to get someone to call me. I think it was 2 weeks from the time I requested the call until the time they said they'd call me, to the day I actually got the call. And I'm telling you, it was pretty frightening, because I got a call from somebody I didn't know who it was, and of course it was I think they're up in the Bay Area. But anyway, I got another train coming through, the EOS train going this way now. So I was able to get a hold of these guys. They were very good, knew a lot about the blockchain, had all the right questions, very interested in what we were doing, went through, scrutinized it very, very well, knew exactly what we were doing, exactly how we were doing it, and asked just very technical and specific questions about the application. Very, very surprising to me, because whoever I talked to a guy by the name of Adam, but the guy I talked to, he was very good about this stuff. He knew this stuff dead cold, and he knew the blockchain pretty much dead cold too. So when they asked me questions, I had to have the right answers, because if I didn't have the right answers, they were not going to let us in the App Store. So if you need help with that department, please give me a call, because I know what to say and how to say it. And of course, we did that. The reason we had to go through this is because we went through so many different submissions, and every time we submitted, we had to change something or tweak something or think about what they wanted us to do next. And it's a process, as well as having an hour and a half, 2 hour phone call with Apple. So if you're interested in doing an app and you want to go through everything we've gone through and you want us to help you out, we'd be happy to help you out. Right now, we got some more changes to make to the challenge application. We want to do some upgrades. We're going to add a social media layer to it, a news feed, and be able so people can get their avatar up on there and see themselves, and also so they can see other people. So we're going to do that really pretty quickly, and then we're going to do some other things with it. But in the meantime, if you're needing some help with your application, you need some help with an airdrop, you need some help launching a token, you need some help getting the App Store and the Google Play Store, give me a call. I'm going to put my cell phone number in the description. And so if you need some help with that kind of stuff, give me a call. I'd be happy to help you out, because we want more applications built. And if there's good ideas out there and somebody's got some idea, we're going to help you get it up on the blockchain. We can write the smart contracts. We can do the coding. We know all the code. We can do all the coding that you need to have done. And we can build the applications too. We can build the apps for both Google and Apple. So give us a call. We've just gotten through doing all this stuff, and I think we have a pretty good idea of what needs to be done. And I think this is going to be a big area for a lot of people, building applications and putting them on a blockchain. And there's not very many going right now. So if you want to be one of the first to get this thing going with your idea, give me a call. We'll sit down, we'll talk about it, we'll figure out how to get it done. Appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.